Honey, I smell rubber burning.
It's probably just, the first time. Oh dear. Oh, well, it is done preheating. Hopefully it doesn't set off that. Are you live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't set that off. Oh, you just do that. Okay. This is a fan too noisy.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel of Sparrows and Butterflies and our very first live. I see that I have 2 people on here, yay! Sorry, trying to figure out some different things that are going on over here, but welcome. Today we're going to talk about homeschooling through the holidays and what that looks like for our family, and if you want to chime in, what it looks like for your family. Like I said, this is my very first time doing this, so you can leave comments below. I'm gonna try to see them and respond to them, but I'm still trying to figure this all out. So let's get started. So do we homeschool during the holidays? The short answer is no. We kind of stop all of our things that we do throughout the rest of the year, and we focus more on certain topics and catching up on things and enjoying the holidays. So we actually stop our normal schooling about the whatever week has Thanksgiving in it is when we stop doing school, all of our main subjects. And we don't pick school back up until typically about mid-January. So we take a rather large break from the bulk of our school. But we do participate in other activities, and we focus more on things that are still educational but aren't necessarily planned into everything else during the rest of the time. So our biggest thing that we do during the holidays is we continue reading. However, I don't assign books or assign reading projects. They go and they pick the books that they want, but they do stick with reading. We also do like an Advent, a daily Advent thing, and they help with reading with that. We read through the Bible, through the story of the birth of our Savior. So we do a lot of reading during this season. We also do a lot of cooking. So my kids come in and help with all the cooking, which cooking can be very educational. So that's when they help me the most, is during this holiday season. They help with the dinner time. They help with if we're making cookies or desserts for neighbors or friends, they help with that. If we're making handmade gifts, they are the ones helping me with that, giving them new life skills. And then they also kind of help with the planning of the holiday dinners and the grocery shopping, and then they go grocery shopping with me and help me find the things and help me budget for those things. So even though we're not doing actual like textbooks, they're learning and still doing so much, but they don't really take it as that. So that's the way we like to do it in our home during the holidays. Now, my children do need to stick with math, because otherwise we have to start all over again. So we do not take a break from our math. We take a break from our typical math workbook, and we bring in a daily math thing. And that is what we go ahead and work through for math. So it's like 5 to 10 minutes a day, and it just keeps their brain going, thinking that way. And then we do a main focus this year is also our 4-H projects. So this year is our very first year doing 4-H, and we just got all of our project books about 3 weeks ago. So this is kind of where I'm laying them all out, figuring out what we're doing for 4-H and kind of getting started with that. My son has started archery now through 4-H, so he's going to be going to that class once a week. And it'll be, so he has it like an hour once a week. He just started, and that goes for 2 months. So that won't have a break at all for the holidays, except for the week of Christmas. They're not doing it, I don't think. So then we're also doing the other 4-H stuff, which can't remember which one is doing which, but I think it's my daughter's doing baking and my son is doing cooking. So a lot of what I said we're already doing for cooking lessons, they're going to be joining us for that. And that'll help them get their projects going. They're also doing the Family Adventures project, which I'm not sure if that's our state specific project or not, but it's basically just what it sounds like. Going out with your family, doing different things. There's a fire safety lesson. There's like hiking stuff. So we're going to try to do probably 2 or 3 of those before our holiday time is up. And that is basically all we do, and that would be considered for homeschooling during the holiday season. And like I said, we don't go back to it until mid-January. And the reason why we don't do that is because for me personally, I get really bad seasonal depression, and January is the hardest month for me, especially towards the beginning of it. So I just take as much of a break as I possibly can. Obviously, if I could, I would take all of January, but since we start our break so early, we would never finish anything if I took all of January. So we just don't go ahead and do that. So we just start about mid-January, and we do a slow start for about the 2 weeks. So when we first start school in the school year, we do a slow start where we pick only a couple of things here and there, and we go about it like just pulling in 1 or 2 things, and then the next week bringing in another 2 things. But this time, for when we're in January, since we've already kind of know what our stuff is, the slow start is more like, okay, let's make sure that we are caught up on our projects. Let's make sure that we are where I was scheduling us to be. And if we're not, then that's where we go and we take those 2 weeks of our slow start and catch up. And if we are caught up on our stuff, then we go ahead and get right back into the swing of things, starting full with math and language arts, and then adding in the extra things such as social studies, science, that type of stuff after those first 2 weeks. Because for me, if I put too much on myself at the very beginning of January, I'm just going to crash and burn, and then it just won't go well and we won't get anything done. So for the betterment of my children, I have learned from my years of homeschooling that I need to take it slow in January, and that normal schooling just won't happen in December. So if any of you continue schooling through the holidays, do you do your normal stuff, or do you do like do you change what you learn, or are you like doing a complete break from everything come sometime in December? What is it you guys do? I really want to know. You can post it below. And hi to the people that are watching. If you are just coming on here, we're talking about homeschooling through the holidays and what it looks like for my family and what it looks like for yours. I really do hope that you guys are enjoying this, and I hope that it's coming across as a really good quality, because this is my very first time doing this live. So I'm trying it out and we'll see if it sticks around. I will be doing another live next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time as well. I don't have the topic picked out for that, so if you have a suggestion for me, go ahead and post it below too, and maybe that'll be the topic of the day. So yeah, that is what I have for today, and I know that there's not a lot of people on here, and I'm trying to see, and I don't see any comments yet. So if you can hear me, because I see that there are people watching, so if you can actually hear me, just say a little hi in the comments. Yeah, and if nobody else comes on or starts chatting with me soon, then I will be ending this because I already said everything with what we're doing. Oh, I guess I could share what I'm reading. So I just finished reading the book by, what's his name? Man, I'm blanking now. What was it? Okay, I totally went blank. I have no idea. But I am starting this new book, which is from the Sarah Young series. I just got it in my faith box, and I'll post it below because I can't remember the actual name of it, but it's really good. It's like a Christmas story type thing. For our Advent stuff, we do a couple different things, but our main book, besides the Bible, is by Anne Voskamp, and it's this gorgeous Advent book where every day you read a different thing about the story of that time, and then you can also print off coloring pages as ornaments for your children to color and then put them on the tree for ornaments. That's really fun. My kids are a little bit older now and they don't really find that part interesting, so they help out by each taking turns reading that day's stuff. But the story is beautiful. The way it's written is gorgeous. If you've ever read or heard Anne Voskamp speak, she just has this beautiful tone about her, this beautiful way of speaking. It's just so calming. So when we're reading it, we kind of are envisioning her voice because it just flows so well. But yeah, so that is what we do, and we're having fun with 4-H so far. Apparently there's a lot of record keeping, and I like record keeping, but having somebody else tell me when my records are due is kind of stressful for me. But the good thing is 4-H records are supposed to be done by the children. So we'll see. I think my daughter will be able to stay on top of it. My son's probably going to need some help. So I'm going to be taking some time this month and figuring out what it is he can do and what it is I probably need to help him with as far as that goes. Yeah, but that is it. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys. I know this is kind of a short live, but I want to say thank you to the ones who have come up on this live and watched me talk about our homeschooling through the holidays. And mark your calendars. Next Wednesday, I will be live as well at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And feel free to join in the chat next time, and maybe we'll have a discussion about something. All right, well, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe to watch my Vlogmas videos. Bye.